So, when I talk about grow to market for your startup, there are two tactics and ways to figure out the right audience, the right problem, and the right offer for whatever it is that you're building. The first is performance marketing. You use paid ads on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or Pinterest or Snapchat or even Reddit to try to figure out who might like your audience and your problem and your offer, that combination for your messaging and your go-to-market fit. The other way I talk about doing it is through organic social and social media distribution. I talk about this a lot. I don't often show you how I do it. Today I've got some examples I thought I'd pull out from conversations I've had in the last couple of weeks to indicate this is how I recommend you approach social media distribution for your startup. So there's three different tactics we're discussing here. The first tactic is people are actually just asking on social media, hey, who can do the work I need done? Two examples of this. Here's one. I'll shrink my head down so you can see the screen now. Here's one from Timothy Brown. He and I are in a very similar space in that he's doing getvalidation.co, which is a great way to get validation on your ideas before you code them. He also runs Notifier. And he mentioned, hey, I've got customers who need a white glove lead gen service. I'm like, I do some lead gen. Let me see if I can help him out. So some back and forth here. Discussion. Drop a meeting link. You know, I've got a call. And we're going to have a discussion about can CrowdTamers help his clients for, of course, some kind of affiliate revenue fee with their lead gen needs. If you keep your eye out and if you build social credibility in a space, you will have opportunities come your way. Another example here. Here in /r/marketing in Reddit, somebody literally says, hey, anybody know somebody you can take on a budget of $50K a month? And if you look at the comments on this post, a lot of people are like, do your research, more information, more medium, like not many people answering usefully. And then I'm like, yeah, okay, I work with budgets around here. Here's the channels I use, right? So giving enough information to decide if I'm a good solution for his problem. We have some back and forth, and now I'm in a discussion with him and his client over taking over a pretty hefty budget to launch their product to market. In both these cases, purely people asking, hey, does somebody out there solve the problem I have? That's one part of social media distribution. Now, what's important here, if you look and see, right, this was posted at 12:38 p.m. on the 14th. I'm already answering 1:30, right? Not even an hour later. Strike while the iron is hotter. You have to be visible where people are asking. Likewise, Timothy asks for some people to help him out March 21st at 12:06 a.m. And there I am March 21st at 5 p.m. It's actually quite a while after. So in either case, here, it wasn't a day, right? If a day's gone by, you're too late. 5 hours is probably too late. Which means if you're busy building your product, you might miss some opportunities. You can set up some alerts with various tools. The other thing you want to consider, people ask for services, you answer, yes, I provide those services. That's one I mentioned. There are three tactics. The next tactic you have is somebody says, I have a question, and it's your opportunity to demonstrate some expertise. So here's go after some fashion hashtags in response to this, guys. How do I implement, as a jewelry brand, Gary V's $1.80 method? In this case, it's basically offer your 2 cents on 90 people's posts per day, right? So relatively labor intensive. They're doing social media distribution, basically. And so I offered my 2 cents, right? And then we have some back and forth in discussion. And what we have here is some demonstration of my expertise as a marketer. Now, this was not a great post to go this far in depth in because it has 0 upvotes. Nobody saw it, right? Some other examples here. Somebody said, hey, I have a question, right? They've got a few upvotes, not all that many, in the small business subreddit. And then here, I do a recording of a teardown of this guy's webpage because he's asking for feedback. And we have some back and forth. And some people say, hey, this is a great video. Like, I'm not even the OP. This was super helpful, right? Showing my knowledge and expertise as a marketer. That's really handy. I also used Descript to record this video and then use highlights out from that to produce this, right? I basically ran the full transcript into ChatGPT, pulled out the highlights, and put them in here. So it was very fast to produce the video and the transcript both. The third way to do this is pure social media distribution. So first you have people are making offers. Secondly, you have people who are asking questions. I can show my expertise to show credibility. Why I have 1.5k karma is I've earned it not through viral posts, but through getting 20 to 5, 10, 20, 80, whatever upvotes for insightful answers on questions that get popular enough where a bunch of Redditors see them. The third way to do this is to say, somebody asked a question, I can link them to content I have written about it in the past. And that's the pure classic social media distribution. Somebody says, hey, this is my question. Somebody says, what's the other one I had here? Somebody says, hey, this is my question. Here's a link that answers it. Or if I go look at other examples, I've done this pretty recently, like here. Somebody says, best place to learn ads for funnel marketing, and specifically asks YouTube channel for blog. So at that point, hey, here's my blog post, right? I've answered your question. Again, not a bunch of upvotes. I got, I think, 5 or 6 clicks from this, right? Some kind of traffic and traction out of this. So if you do this, answer 2 or 3 questions a day, find 2 to 10 questions where you can link back to your content, and keep your eye out. Look for terminology, look for opportunity where somebody is literally saying, can someone do the work I need done? You combine these 3 pieces together, do it for an hour every day, you have a constant influx of people who have seen about you, heard about you. When they're ready to buy, maybe now's the time to have a conversation. If you have any questions about social media distribution, about answering people's questions, or about finding people who are looking for the services you provide so you can answer them in a timely fashion, let me know in a comment below. I'll be happy to help you out. Thanks so much.